So, what are we doing today?
We just thought that with the release of Disney Plus
Yep.
coming out quite soon.
Yes, I think it is next week or the one after. I'm not sure the exact date, but anyway.
We thought we'd go and have a look at some of the movies that. I mean, I don't. All of these aren't even going to be available straight away, are they?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at what's available because I'm not that interested. Not really that. I don't know if I'll get it, but
I'm definitely going to get it.
we
thought we'd look at some movies that are potentially going to be on it.
Marvel is Disney, like the MCU is Disney's biggest franchise, so we thought we may as well rank them on celebration of Disney Plus's future soon-to-be release.
Yeah.
We'll give our thoughts and opinions on each one. So, do you want to go in chronological order, or do you just want to go in as they are?
We'll just go as they are down
as
here.
you are.
We've obviously got 5 tiers. We got God tier, which is just
the best.
like the best.
Literally,
of the best.
you can't get better. Sick can't, which is like great, but not quite at the top level. Just but really good still.
Yeah.
Not bad. So sort of middle of the range. Shitty. So
Shitty is a movie that you'd only watch to do a full rewatch of the MCU. That's kind of how I'm describing it.
And then sucking anus is kind of just...
You wouldn't even watch it, even if you had to.
Yeah.
Like, if someone put a gun to my head and say, hey, watch this movie, and it was in the sucking anus category, I'd be like, no, just shoot me.
So we haven't actually talked about any of these before this, so we are just off the fly going to talk about our thoughts and where we're going to place them.
A debate, friendly debate. We start off with the Avengers.
Oh, and just, we didn't make this list either.
No.
We didn't crack this. So shout out whoever did it.
Yeah.
But
we'll start off with the Avengers. The first one.
So we'll give our thoughts first and then place it?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Avengers?
I really liked it. I mean, came out, 2012?
2012, the biggest movie of that year, one of the biggest movies of all time at that point as well. And the first that had every single Avenger at that point together.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, pretty monumental, with everything that had been building to it.
Cool to see, but personally, looking back, it doesn't stand out to me as well. I think at the time it was really good to see that, but it doesn't hold up as well.
I think we're going to agree on what category to put it in.
I think Sick can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sick can't, not quite God tier, but it is really good. Personally, there's MCU movies I like more than this one.
Yeah, that's fair. Next up, we got the Hulk.
Edward Norton was actually in.
Yeah.
Did you watch him?
Joe Rogan.
I love Edward Norton as an actor.
I
always wonder what it would have been like to have him continue as Hulk. But this came out in 2008, which we did a review of. So,
if you want to go watch that, do it.
Incredible Hulk, though. I actually like the Incredible Hulk. I think I've said this before, but forgotten in the shuffle and left behind, kind of. Not even really treated like it's canon.
Yeah,
They've never acknowledged anything.
I don't really rate it as canon, consider it as canon too much.
I think it's just... I'd put it as, not bad, though. I think it's just middle of the range. Not great, but good.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
There's nothing I really hate about it, and I like Edward Norton as the Hulk. I think it's got good action to it. I don't really have a problem with it at all, to be fair.
I'll accept that one.
Next, we got Captain America: The First Avenger. Yeah. This is going to be hard to place, I think. I've really
high or lower tier?
High.
Yeah, okay.
For me,
yeah.
I think this is underrated.
I really like this movie.
Yeah, this is...
It's got Nazis in it. I love anything to do with Nazis.
Set in the 40s, Captain America's first movie. If you're familiar with the comics, you'll know what happens, and I'm sure you've probably watched...
Injected with a super soldier serum.
Chris Evans had previously been the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four movies, which I think are fine, actually.
I love them. I think they're quite good.
But he got a second chance to be more of a leading man, I think you'd say, here. Red Skull is the villain who shows up in later movies. It was Hugo Weaving in the first one, but then
he didn't come
back. I don't know why he didn't come back, but when I saw Infinity War, I thought it was him. He's the guy whoever they got to replace him sounds exactly like him.
Yeah, that is true. I thought he was in Infinity War.
I mean, he's got a red skull as his face, so it doesn't really matter. I reckon...
I'm going Sick cunt.
I don't know.
I think if you consider what's actually going to go on God tier, it's not really on the level of those movies?
Because for me, I reckon Avengers isn't good enough to be God tier. For me, that's my opinion.
Yep.
It's good enough to be sick cunt, but then I don't know if First Avengers as good as the Avengers.
Okay.
But
We can put it
I think
as-
it's better than You're Not Bad though. That, like if there was a middle ground,
I think we could put it on like the edge. There's no in between. But if we kind of put movies ahead of it in sitcom,
I mean, we can
so
always
it's the bottom of the barrel for sitcom.
we can always just later on swap it around if we want
Yeah,
to as
that's
well. If
true.
we have different opinions. So Iron Man 2. I haven't watched it in the longest time, so I can't. I don't
think
know.
it's got to go on shitty. It's not sucking anus, but
I think Robert
not
Downey
that good.
Jr. as Iron Man, like, is watchable enough.
yeah, and Mickey Rourke as well, the wrestler. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not bad.
No,
No.
but
But Mickey Rourke.
Iron Man
just-
2 though. Again, Scarlett Johansson's hot though, and she is.
Let's introduce
this was
her,
her
I suppose.
first
Yeah.
one.
And Don. The Don.
I don't know. I haven't watched it recently enough to have the best opinion, but maybe I haven't rewatched it for that reason. That I don't remember liking it.
I think it's got to go shitty, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Well,
it.
I don't have any desire to rewatch it, but I don't want to put it as sucking anus because
Yeah.
there are things I'm sure that you can like about it. But yeah,
Straight away, God
Infinity
tier.
War, yeah, God tier.
God tier, easy.
But
My favourite
we'll talk
Marvel
about
movie.
it though. Yeah, I don't know what I'd put as my favourite, but this would definitely be in my top 3, I'd say. Just what they managed to pull off with not only this, but Endgame, which we'll get to in a second, with the amount of characters and everything they had, how they got it together so perfectly.
And I think the ending of Infinity War was so good.
It was
and
so
nobody
it was
saw
shocking.
it coming.
I'll never forget watching it for the first time, and
Like,
when they all start fading away, I was shook.
Yeah.
I was fucking shook.
never in my life have I waited a year for a movie to come out. Like, it's been like the only movie I'm really... Not the only movie,
Are
but
you
like...
talking about Infinity War after that, waiting for a...
Yeah.
Endgame?
It just left me wanting so much more. Obviously, we'll talk about if Endgame delivered or not a bit later. But I just think,
the action in Infinity War as well was awesome. I think they were perfectly able to separate the stories as well. Like, you got Thor...
And then how they all just met up
make
at the
hammer.
end. It was like...
I mean, when Thor lands on Wakanda, I think that just automatically puts it on God tier. That is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I just like so much about... Like, Josh Brolin as Thanos is so good
He's
as well.
one of the best movie villains.
He gets a bit too monologue-y sometimes, like, but that's kind of his character anyway. He's kind of
I'm not too fussed. I love him.
philosophical, I guess you'd call him.
I love that he went and played 2 villains back to back.
What, Cable as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been
I
Kevin
mean,
Nash.
Cable turned good, but
Yeah, but you know.
maybe we'll do that on and up. I mean, Deadpool might end up in the MCU, so.
Yeah, I think they're going to introduce him with Deadpool 3.
But Infinity War, yeah, God tier. I loved it a lot.
Next
And
up,
Black Panther.
if there was an overrated category, it'd be number 1 on
Okay,
the
so
list.
the first time I saw this, after all the reviews saying this is the best movie anyone's ever seen, actually before that, I loved Black Panther in Civil War. I thought he was the best character in that movie. Well, I don't know, he, like, not best, but he was awesome. Like, the way they introduced him and everything. And the reviews for this were like, oh, best movie ever. Like, literally the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
And then when I watched it, I was a bit let down. I
think the CG in this movie...
The CG in it isn't that good, but... And then just...
To be
it
fair,
just had
Michael
been
B. Jordan's
hyped up.
character is just sick.
Michael B. Jordan is definitely on the level with Thanos as great villains, I reckon. Especially, like... I reckon,
Maybe if he got another movie or two. But
I don't know, like... For me, he just worked so well.
Yeah.
But I liked him more than Black Panther. I liked him more than
me too.
T'Challa. I was on his... I would put it in sick cunt. Because it was overhyped, overrated, and then when I saw it, it wasn't as good as people said. But then I watched it the second time, and I really enjoyed it. It's not as good, like, it's not 97% or whatever on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think sick cunt. I think it's as good as
I'll make
Avengers.
that sacrifice, but then I get to pull one back later.
Maybe if you rewatch it, not, like,
As a hater.
thinking about all the hype and everything, and just watch it, because that's kind of what I did, you'd really like it.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's above You're Not Bad. So
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose.
Winter Soldier God tier.
Yeah, my favourite.
This might be my favourite as well.
I'm actually going to put it ahead of Infinity War.
I mean, the order we have them in isn't from favorite to least favorite on the line, but Winter Soldier, I love it.
So good. Scarlett Johansson in this movie is so good looking.
When because I loved this the first time I saw it, and it's like I love it more every time.
Yeah.
Especially when I rewatched the whole. I didn't rewatch every Marvel movie leading up to Infinity War and Endgame.
Watch most of them.
But every time I watch Winter Soldier, it blows me away how good it is.
Yeah.
Especially after the first Avenger, which I don't think everyone liked. I think I like it more than a lot of people. Everyone loved Winter Soldier. The action in it is so awesome. The Winter Soldier himself, he was good. Even just the story is. I've said this before as well, but it stands out for me as something it's so different.
Yeah,
it's not just the world's on the line. I mean, a lot is on the line anyway, but it's more of a normal movie compared to
it's
superhero.
I think we said this when we did was it 2014?
Yeah,
I think we said that it's a good movie. It's not a good Marvel movie
because I mean, but
it doesn't. You wouldn't put it in the
because it's not like you're saying real. I mean, Captain America's got all these enhanced shit, but it's not like you're seeing any real superheroes flying around and everything like that. It's just pretty much a straightforward Mission Impossible-esque kind of, along the lines of something like that.
And it works. I love it. Up next, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I enjoyed this movie. This came out after... This was the first movie after Infinity War.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, Ant-Man wasn't in that. So, I think people were interested to see more than the story of Ant-Man, how this would tie into Infinity War and what it would set up for Endgame.
Yeah.
Which, I can agree with that. We got Samuel Jackson as Lawrence.
Yeah. We got Nelson Mandela as Lawrence Fishburne.
But whatever his name is. That's just a wee running joke we got.
Yeah. Obviously, the whole introduces Michelle.
Yeah, as the Wasp. And this, with the quantum realm, it just doesn't really make sense. Like, where she's stuck in, it doesn't really make sense at all, and it's kind of dumb. I don't really like what they did with Ant-Man in this either. They made him a bit of a retard, and the Wasp was having to do all the work,
That's Paul Rudd.
That kind of... Because Ant-Man... In the first Ant-Man, he was, capable of doing everything. He was breaking into all this shit. He was recruited because of his skills. And was able to learn all the shit to be Ant-Man as well. And then in this one, he was kind of just
There's some
shit.
good scenes in this, though. All the...
I'd put it at, not bad.
Yeah, okay. Some of the... the scenes where they do the whole, enlarging, of the...
all the cars
the Pez and the cars and the Pez dispenser.
There are really good scenes.
And then the whole bloody... when he switches the ankle bracelet onto the massive ant.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All around good movie. I like it.
Ragnarok, Taika.
Does it go...
This is different than a lot of Thor movies, because, I mean, we'll get to the Thor, more Thor in a second, but this changed it up a lot. It was focused a lot more on comedy than the previous ones, obviously, because Taika directing.
I've watched a lot of Taika recently.
Yeah. Love him. He's
and
this
good. This is really
He
good.
obviously plays Korg.
Yeah.
And... is entertaining. This is just... I love this, I reckon Ragnarok might be the most entertaining if you're just looking for straightforward entertainment. It might be
because it's the most comedy.
And we got Hulk, who returned after not being in any movies for quite a while.
I think it goes sitcom. What are we going sitcom or God tier? I just don't know if it's on the level of... it's really entertaining.
This is hard. This is actually hard.
I mean, we can rule it out of not bad, shitty, and suckinators. It's between God tier. I think it's really high sitcom.
Yeah. I don't really like the villain. Blanchett is Hella, whatever her name is. She just seems like every other villain to me, which is a common criticism of the whole MCU.
Jeff Goldblum as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's really awesome. Like his character.
Yeah, I guess I agree with sitcom then, but here we go. The biggest MCU movie.
Yeah, the moneymaker.
I mean, this is pretty much this is kind of the end of the MCU for me. I don't know if I'll watch anything after this.
I mean, I still will.
Yeah, but I don't this has ended everything perfectly. It wrapped up everything so well. It's so entertaining. They time travel back to the events of past movies to get Infinity Stones and shit like that.
And it's real cool, yeah. Some of the nod backs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then the epic battle at the end with Thanos is just.
I think it just worked.
That is awesome.
It just worked.
That is one
so
of the.
well.
And the thing is, it's like an hour of battling at the end as well.
Oh, yeah.
And like you're just invested and entertained the whole time.
And then you've got obviously Captain Marvel coming in, and
I mean, she's only in it for about 2 minutes.
yeah, but she does everything.
Would you? I'd think God. I think it just
I
has
guess,
to be.
No.
I think it
I
has to be.
reckon
God tier.
it can't. I don't think it's as good as.
I've said. I don't know, because like for what it was able to pull off, and it just was so entertaining. But rewatching, I've said this to you, like a lot of moments in it are just there to be just like so like pleasing and fan servicey, and like once you've seen that a few times, it doesn't have the same effect every time you watch it.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't actually been able to rewatch this movie yet. Like I haven't successfully gone.
I don't know where to put it.
I just didn't really rate. Like when I came out of Endgame compared to Infinity War, I just didn't really rate it as much.
What more could you have wanted in Endgame though?
Yeah, I don't know. It's controversial, but I think it goes in sick cunt. Personally, I reckon it goes sick cunt.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's as good as Winter Soldier or Infinity War anyway, but it's still really good. Just I don't think it holds up as well as those two movies. Like, is probably my main thing. Just because it's more of a thing. It's great when you see it the first time, and then after that, it's kind of.
Now, just looking at the sick cunt tier though, I don't know if Winter Soldier belongs.
You mean First Avenger?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No. Winter Soldier definitely deserves. I think it might get moved down to You're Not Bad. It's just something I'd like to put on the table. See what you think.
I just think put it at the back of Sick Hunt, to be fair. It's better than Yeah Not Bad, but it's not as good as those, so.
You reckon?
It's just there, I reckon. Just.
Rightio.
Just.
Rightio. Now, you're going to have to take the reins on this next one.
Guardians 2.
I haven't even seen Guardians 2.
If you've seen the first one, I think you've seen this. It's kind of more of the same. I've only seen it once in theatres. I'm not that big on Guardians of the Galaxy, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've said that in my 2014.
Not your favourite franchise.
It's not, yeah. But
so where would you put it?
I would put it in Yeah Not Bad, okay. Which a lot of people might not agree with, but there's great parts to it, definitely. I don't really care about it that much. That's me. That Guardians of the Galaxy just aren't for me, really.
Yeah.
So that's just more my thing.
I know that there's one scene in this where Fleetwood Mac plays, so.
Yeah, and Yondu dies at the end, which is that's easily the best part of the movie.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's good as the villain. It's just like Yeah Not Bad's not bad. Obviously, it's just not bad. Yeah. So it's just perfectly in the middle, I think. Thor's shitty. I don't like it.
Okay.
It's boring. I reckon Thor just wasn't.
Ragnarok really was just the redemption.
I didn't care about Thor at all really until Ragnarok.
That's why I didn't go see Ragnarok when it first came out.
Yeah.
Like, I went and saw it in cinemas, but it wasn't until everyone was like, "Oh, this movie is actually sick."
Thor for me was a bit like Superman. He's just this overpowered guy, and that's kind of what he is.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he has to learn a lesson in this that power isn't everything.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, but I was just, not a fan of the first Thor. I don't think many people are, to be fair, though, anyway.
No, I'm not.
I don't know if that's
I think I've seen it like twice.
Yeah. We got Doctor Strange next.
I don't...
Yeah, not bad. I think it's just perfect. Yeah. It's just perfectly in the middle.
I
like Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I just don't really care enough about. He's good. Like, I like him.
I'm interested to see what is going to happen with his next movie.
Yeah, I don't care about his solo movie, but I like him a lot when he's in the Avengers.
Yeah.
I did watch Doctor Strange though and enjoyed it, but it's just it's in the middle for me, as I think it is for most people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Yeah Not Bad is like the perfect category.
I think I don't know. We'll see what fills up the most.
I mean, we can rearrange everything at the end, if we look at one category and see what.
We don't have
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that before. but with a bit of post-editing magic, we can discuss it at the end.
I mean...
Or should we just discuss it now?
I saw a list the other day that one of these that had Far From Home on it.
Well, it looks like we're not on that list.
We can just, at the end...
We can literally just put a picture of it in.
Or we can just say. Because it's just one movie.
I mean, do we just say now? Because I think it goes in not bad.
Yeah, okay. So Far From Home's not on here, and I'd put it in not bad as well. Mysterio Gyllenhaal was good as the villain, I think. The most... I don't...
Stupid plot. Like, wanting to get revenge on Tony Stark, so goes after Peter Parker.
I'd say 80% of Marvel movies are exactly the same, and after an Endgame, it's even more noticeable when a plot of a movie is just so formulaic to what Marvel have been doing, and I found Spider-Man to be more... I hate the casting of... Not Tom Holland, but Zendaya and whoever's Flash Thompson as well.
Yeah.
I don't like them at all. I don't... Like... It's their casting, but it's also their performances and the way that they're written, like what they're doing as well. Like, it's not
Zendaya's not a bad actress.
I mean, I haven't really seen her in anything else, but...
Oh, Shake It Up. As a Disney show back in the day.
But I just don't like them at all. Especially her. Fuck, she's just a bit dead inside. Like, which is kind of her character, but it's like Bella Swan in Twilight. I don't like her at all.
You named my daughter after the Loch Monster?
So yeah, maybe I'll add Far From Home in there, otherwise that it's
right
in
next
not
to
bad.
Doctor Strange.
Iron Man. The one that started it all.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. came from the
redemption of his career.
I had been in a few things like before this, but this brought him back mainstream. Oh, sorry.
How great for him must he be? Like, he's made so much money because of this movie.
I mean...
Like, if he didn't play Iron Man, would he be making the money he is now?
I mean, does he owe it to anyone but himself, though? Because it is his performance.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying without this movie.
Yeah. I mean, this had to have been good to start it all.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
I'd put it in sick
hunt.
Yeah. It's definitely a good watch, but I don't like... Oh, I don't know. It's
happened again.
Sick cunt. Sick cunt.
Yeah.
Sick cunt, leave it there. I don't want to just...
It's happened again.
Oh my god. I don't want to keep going back and... I don't want to spend too long arguing over where we're just putting a movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron up next.
Introduced to Quicksilver.
Wow.
I mean, for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, who has Scarlet Witch has an accent for this movie and then no other movies. But Elizabeth Olsen's hot.
James Spader
I hate Ultron. He might be my least favourite villain.
Real?
Out of any. I just hate it. He's just not threatening in the slightest. And this for me is the prime example of the comedy and the MCU ruining like the serious tone. Because I think this should have been a dark and serious movie.
Oh, obviously introduced to Vision as well.
But that comedy, just ruins it. Especially with Ultron, he's got so many one-liners, which I get he's meant to be part of Tony Stark's personality, so that's where it comes from, I'm assuming.
It doesn't suit Paul Bettany. He seems way too nice.
To be Vision?
Yeah.
I mean, Vision's not bad, though, is he?
No. But, you know.
We got the first hint of Captain America moving Thor's hammer in this as well.
Oh, yeah. Obviously,
there's good scenes with the Avengers, but apart from that, I don't really like it. I'd put it in not bad, though.
Yeah, not bad, but yeah. Guardians 1, I think not bad again.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at the movies in sitcom, I don't think it warrants being in the same category.
I don't know. It's hard to look back on after you've seen them so much. It doesn't have like as much thing with Endgame. No, not really. But you've watched them in so many other things that when you go back and rewatch the first one, it's not something unique anymore, really.
Yeah, okay, I understand that.
Which you can't really hold that against the movie because it was the first one, but still.
Yeah, I still think it goes not bad.
Okay.
Well, where would you put it if you were going to put it somewhere else?
I think if we have First Avenger and sitcom, it has to be there.
I'll put them both. I'm going to put it up the top of not bad, and then that's going down to the bottom.
Everyone just frothed over Guardians of the Galaxy when it came out.
Because it was something different.
But it wasn't really.
Well, it wasn't.
It was just different people that nobody knew.
That's what I mean.
But they're still doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Civil War, God tier?
Mm.
Or top of sick cunt?
Sorry, I'm just chewing. I'm trying to not make it too loud.
I love Civil War.
I'd put it God tier.
Yeah.
I loved everything about Civil War.
Yeah.
I'm started hating this.
Yeah, it's actually really bad. You're really bad at your job, man.
You suck. But so what was the story of Civil War?
They had the whole
after it's like the fallout of Age of Ultron when the Avengers of course.
No, not Segunda Division. That's
Sokovia.
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 The Sokovia Accords. Half of them don't want to sign it. Half of them do want to sign it. And then they have a big fight, and it's real sad.
Which is awesome. Spider-Man's introduced.
Yeah.
This was what, just on a comparison level, like Batman vs Superman came out the same year, and just what a failure! What a failure the DCEU is.
My favourite line in Civil War is.
And just thinking about Civil War, Mysterio apparently was behind the scenes of that one scene.
He wasn't actually in the movie though.
I know, but that's canon. That's canon. When you watch that, you can just see Mysterio.
My favorite moment is when it's Bucky and Cap fighting Tony
at the end. Yeah, that's awesome. I love the music in that scene. I just remember thinking that was awesome.
Yeah. Captain Marvel.
Wait, hold on. Is Civil War the one when they've got the prison underwater and and he gets them all out at the end?
Yeah. Gives them the phone.
I love Civil War a lot. It's so cool. And directed by the Russos who did Winter Soldier and all the Infinity.
All the good movies.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have Endgame. Let's focus on the future because we keep dwelling. Captain Marvel.
We joke dwelling on the past.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, not bad. I'm putting it in. Okay. It's not shitty.
I thought you'd put it shitty too. No, I thought you were going to put it in shitty.
The whole idea of everything that surrounded it is sucking anus, but the movie itself wasn't bad.
It's just more of the same. Again, more of the same.
Yeah.
Which, like most of the movies in that list are.
And I just think, I
reckon Incredible Hulk is the only one in that list that stands out as being different. But I don't think it's sitcom.
And that's probably why people don't consider it as canon.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, just even look at that poster. It doesn't look anything like any of the other ones.
Yeah. But no, I like Captain Marvel. I thought it was a fine movie. Didn't hate it. I have rewatched it as well.
Yeah, me too. It's something I'll just never watch again, probably, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably watch it when the next big Marvel movie comes out and you have to go back and watch them all.
No.
Actually, no, because
I'm not doing that for every movie. I did that for the Avengers movies. I'm not doing that for every movie.
We'll see how it goes, but no. Captain Marvel, fine movie. Ant-Man. I enjoyed Ant-Man when it came out.
Do you reckon... I enjoy it, I just don't know if it's sitcom level.
No, I'd never thought it was sitcom level.
No. But it is really enjoyable. Just seeing him go into his minuscule state with, how obviously he's so midget and it's just a whole different perspective of everything. As awesome, and we got Michael Pena doing the, telling his stories, showing all the flashbacks and shit, which was a pretty popular thing from this movie. But I just put it, not bad as well. It's not that, I don't find it that memorable either.
Yeah, I can remember what happens, but I haven't rewatched it.
Spider-Man Far From Home. This was Spider-Man's first solo movie in the MCU starring Tom Holland. The Vision... No, why am I saying Vision?
The villain.
The villain is Vulture, Michael Keaton. Yeah, Batman is another bird-related...
If we're talking about good villains...
Yeah, he's good.
He has to go
He is really good.
I just think he plays his part so well.
There's so many movies that are just from the MCU that are generic and have generic villains, but then I find a lot of the ones with great villains to be generic as well. Actually, maybe just this one. I don't really like either of the Spider-Man movies from the MCU.
You don't really like them.
Do you?
I don't hate them. I enjoy watching
Especially,
it.
the funniest thing is when people they froth over these Spider-Man movies from the MCU, and when Spider-Man was going to go back to Sony, they were all freaking out. I mean, they did make The Amazing Spider-Man, but who's forgetting Spider-Man 1? I'd rather watch Spider-Man 3 over The Amazing Spider-Mans and the MCU Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
Because to me, that still feels more of a real movie than these, which are just... They don't even feel like movies, really. They just feel like...
I just think...
spin-offs that you don't need.
The chick from Homecoming should be what Zendaya is.
Yeah. Zendaya wasn't even needed in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she didn't even... They should have just had her in the second one as well.
Yeah, but I don't even know if she was in the second one at all.
She wasn't.
No.
Because she's the Vulture's daughter.
Which just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's a twist.
It's going to go, not bad, I think.
Yeah, even though I don't really like it, but it's not bad. It's just fine. Iron Man 3, this is going to be an interesting one.
Now, if Tooth was with us...
He'd hate this, would he?
Yeah.
I've only
put this in
I've only seen this one time at the movies.
He reckons this is awful.
I liked it up until the point where everyone hates that the Mandarin's just revealed to be an actor and it's actually fucking Guy Pearce with glowing skin, which was just dumb. I don't know why they did that. It's like they thought just having a twist in the movie would be cool, and you're like, oh, it's not really him. But they just made it shit.
Yeah.
It just ruined it for me, and that's the only thing I really remember about the movie is that shitty twist, and I hated the ending. I'd put it in shitty.
Yeah. And I think it just wasn't really... It's not as enjoyable as any of the other movies.
Yeah, that's the thing, because even the ones with Not Bad, they might be kind of average, but they're still enjoyable
to watch.
Iron Man 2 and 3, I have no desire to ever watch.
I mean, Mickey Rourke's in Iron Man 2. That's the only reason I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, I like him, but I don't like him in Iron Man 2.
If anyone else had punched out Chris Jericho...
Yeah.
I'd like them as well.
Thor the Dark World.
I think we made this. We made Suck and Anus
for Thor the Dark World. Yeah. The other one
so bad.
Okay, so let's just look at shitty and say why they're above. Like why Thor the Dark World's and Suck and Anus. So the Iron Man ones. I said this. Robert Downey Jr. Awesome as Iron Man.
Mickey
You
Rourke.
like him on screen. Mickey Rourke for you. You like him as the villain in Iron Man 2. He's fine to me. Thor is just more of an interesting story. It's the first time seeing him and doing everything.
Yeah.
So I guess it just has that edge. Iron Man 3 is just, again, I think Robert Downey Jr. just holds it together. Thor the Dark World, there's nothing I like about it because this was before Ragnarok where I even liked Thor. And he's just boring, I reckon. And I don't remember anything about this movie apart from Loki fake dies at the end.
Yeah. This movie isn't enjoyable to watch for me.
No. Really does suck an anus.
Yeah. Like there's a reason we made that category.
I could arguably put Thor and Suck an Anus for my personal opinion, but I just think it's not.
I don't think it's as bad as
definitely.
Dark World.
Like as soon as we were writing Suck an Anus for the bottom category, I thought of Thor the Dark World straight away. Anything else? Like, do you want to just?
Well, let's go over our list. God tier, we've got Captain America: Winter Soldier, Avengers: Infinity War, and
Civil War.
Yeah. Happy with that?
I'm perfectly fine with that. They are my top 3 favourite Marvel movies. So
yeah, same.
Yeah, then this is our list. Like we don't have to worry about what other people think anyway. So I love those 3. Captain America just has the best franchise as well.
Oh yeah, there's a reason he's like leading the line.
Yeah, it's so good, so good. Sick Hunt. Arguably, movies could have gone either God tier or not bad, but okay, we'll go. So, Endgame, I think most people would put this in God tier usually.
Yeah,
I probably would. Okay, so I would, but I don't like it as much as those top 3.
Yeah, but it's a good movie, but I think I don't want to say the payoff wasn't as good as I wanted it to be because it was fine, but when I came out of the movie, I didn't go, man, that was Avengers Infinity War. That lived up to Avengers Infinity War.
I did the first time I saw it, but then after multiple viewings...
I mean, it wasn't even my favourite movie of the year
Infinity War holds up more as a movie, I reckon, than Endgame.
No,
because I think Endgame is to focus more on just wrapping everything up, and I've said fan servicing moments, which they're awesome, but after the first few times, I just don't care. Like Captain America lifting Thor's hammer, yeah, cool, but I don't care really once I've seen it.
Yeah.
And then when I'm rewatching it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how cool that was seeing it for the first time. It's not like Infinity War where I still just love the whole movie.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's just my thoughts on that. Ragnarok, I think,
it's so good.
Is so enjoyable, funny and entertaining, made Thor awesome. We got Hulk. I love the dynamic there.
Yep, just deserves to be in second. The Avengers.
Personally, I don't really like it. Like, that was probably a really unpopular opinion, but I just don't like it really. I've said this a million times, but it's more of the same.
I think it was like the first real big movie for
it was.
Marvel.
It was, but I just don't even care. I just don't.
Yeah, what's in
I
there?
just don't like I don't like Joss Whedon directed movies. They just look weird to me.
That's fair.
They look like TV shows.
Yeah, Black Panther. Overrated, but still not bad.
I didn't really like it. It's not that I didn't like it. I was just disappointed, I guess you'd say. The first time I saw it, and then second time, yeah, banger. I reckon it's sick. I like Michael B. Jordan as awesome.
Yeah, he lifts it up. Iron Man deserves to be in second
because it started it all,
and is a good movie.
And just
First
Avenger. I think people would put this in the middle range. Most people, but I don't know. I love First Avenger.
I like the whole 1940s vibe.
Yeah. I don't have any problems with this movie.
Well, no, because
I think just the earlier movies people don't rate as much now because they go above and beyond with each sequel. So this is kind of a bit
onto not bad. We got Guardians 1 and 2.
I feel like people would put Guardians in God tier. I'm not lying. I feel like a lot of people would put
God tier.
Maybe
the casuals, but if the casuals would put Guardians in, they'd put Black Panther in as well.
Yeah, I guess so. But Guardians of the Galaxy is just alright for me.
I mean, I could rewatch it because it's an enjoyable film.
It's not
but the whole soundtrack as well, I just think
it's just a bit too nostalgia.
Gives it that pizzazz.
Driven. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. If I say I don't like a movie, it doesn't mean it's bad.
It just means you don't.
I don't have to like good movies.
Yeah, good thing these are our personal lists.
Incredible Hulk is a movie I actually like. So people are probably just like, how the fuck do you not like Guardians and you like Incredible Hulk? But I don't care.
I'm kind of thinking that.
You as well.
Oh,
do you not like Incredible
Hulk? I've only watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't know. It's not one I rewatch, but I enjoy it every time I watch it.
After I rewatched it the first few times, it's got to the point where I'm like, oh.
You don't need to even watch it anyway. I just like Edward Norton.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot. So it's like Mickey Rourke. I mean, even though that's in shitty. Ant-Man and the Wasp is generic as fuck. I just forgot it as soon as I walked out of the theatre.
Yeah.
Kinda. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we went to it. No, I think we were planning on going to it, and then you went to Reading, and I went to Rialto.
Maybe. Guardians 2, same thing as Guardians, pretty much.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. Good movie, but not
not bad. I'm just saying, not bad. Avengers Age of Ultron, I hate Ultron.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Kind of lets it down.
It sucks.
Captain Marvel.
Hold on. What was the story in Age of Ultron? He was trying to make Vision to take over the world or something.
That's when the whole COVID thing happened.
I remember at the end they're just fighting a million robots.
Well,
it's literally the same ending as fucking the first one, kind of.
Yeah.
They're fighting and messing up. I mean, that's kind of the same as every other thing, but with Endgame, they've got like those moments in between that just lift it,
Yep, Captain Marvel.
Average. I hate Brie Larson, but Captain Marvel's perfectly fine.
Brie Larson's really good looking.
Is she though?
Yeah.
They Photoshop her ass to make it look bigger.
I don't care about her ass, but about her face.
Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd a lot.
Like, enjoyable but forgettable.
Yeah. Which is most MCU movies.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I don't even really enjoy it. Like, it's really what they do with the characters. I guess they're just trying to do different shit. Separate the MCU. Maybe because they've made a lot of Spider-Mans, they're really trying to make it different.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it didn't work for me. Shitty Iron Man.
We've already discussed.
Yeah, I guess they're all shitty and sucks and anus. That's pretty much it though.
Yeah.
Hope I feel like I said it's more of the. I just said the same shit, but like a lot of the movies are just the same, so it's hard to say different things about everyone. But true. We've gone for quite a while anyway. Is this the second one as well? Or
no, we continued it on.
But yeah,
Jinx. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. Mate.
Yeah,
I want to watch that again.
Yeah, I might do a rewatch tonight.
Yeah, mate.
We're good. Up in case.
Callan, we're gonna do a. Oh, I'm not gonna actually say, but we're gonna do another one, and it's either gonna be released before or after this one, just depending.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
We're good. Catch you on the flip side.
See ya.